My friends, the atmosphere in Foxboro is heating up, and once again, we're right at the center of the NFL spotlight. Since the legendary days of Tom Brady, we've learned one thing: never underestimate the power of this franchise. And now, a new era is rising. The duo of Elliott and Vrabel is winning hearts and minds with bold, strategic, and unwavering leadership. They're building a path that, honestly, smells like another Super Bowl run. Elliott and Vrabel, I believe. And you, Pats Nation, what grade would you give this duo for everything they've done so far? In my opinion, 1,000 out of 10, easy. I haven't felt this level of excitement in decades. This rebuild has soul, it has identity, it looks and feels like Patriots football. A lot of people are saying, this team is going to win another ring. And I'll tell you right now, with full conviction, we're going to get there. But hold on, before we dive into our bright future, let's get to the first major headline of the day. This one is big, and you need to hear it. The news coming out of Foxboro today is nothing short of shocking, in the best way possible. Just months ago, the thought of seeing Stefon Diggs in a Patriots jersey, fully healthy and ready for week 1, seemed like a long shot. Yet here we are, training camp is underway, and Diggs has not only reported, he's been fully cleared. No restrictions, no limitations. Stefon Diggs is back, and Patriots Nation, this changes everything. For a moment, let's go back to October 27th. Diggs, then with the Houston Texans, suffers a torn ACL in a game against the Indianapolis Colts. It's the kind of injury that derails seasons, sometimes even careers. 9 times out of 10, players miss at least a year, sometimes more. But not Diggs, not this guy. From that moment, he's been relentless. Rehab, private workouts, teammate sessions. He's been grinding behind the scenes, and now it's paying off in full view. When Diana Rainey dropped a tweet at 6:36 a.m. Central Time that Diggs had been medically cleared for full participation in training camp, the entire Patriots fan base collectively gasped. This isn't just a good sign, it's a monumental turning point for the 2025 season. And what's more impressive, head coach Mike Vrabel made it clear, no rep counts, no limitations. Diggs is a full go. For those playing fantasy football, this isn't just exciting, it's strategic gold. Start recalibrating your drafts because Diggs is going to be on the field week 1, and that alone is a game changer. Let's put things in perspective. This wide receiver group desperately needed a lifeline. Last season, the Patriots ranked 30th out of 32 in wide receiver performance according to Sharp Football Preview. The Pro Football Focus rankings weren't any kinder, placing the WR room at 31st. The lack of a true WR1, a deep threat, and a consistent target for any quarterback, let alone a rookie like Maye, was glaring. Then came March 25th. Diggs signs with New England. He gets a well-earned $12 million signing bonus and makes it clear from day one, he's not here for a vacation. He's here to work, and work he did. From posting intense rehab sessions on Instagram to running crisp routes with Maye in private off-season workouts, Diggs sent a clear message, he's ready to dominate again. And if you need a reminder of what kind of player Stefon Diggs is, remember this: before his injury, in just part of the 2024 season with Houston, he had already hauled in 51 catches. This man is a machine. Add to that the fact that he's recovered in just 9 months from a full ACL tear, something most players take at least 12 months to do. And we're looking at one of the most remarkable comebacks in recent NFL history. Let's talk about Vrabel's press conference. When asked directly about Diggs' status and whether reps would be limited, Vrabel didn't blink. I don't see any limitations right now. That's huge, especially considering that just last week, Chad Graff reported that Diggs was likely headed for the PUP list. Safe to say, that didn't age well. The sources were wrong. Diggs is on the field. He's in full pads. And he's practicing tomorrow. And he's not just showing up. He's locked in. All those yacht pictures and off-season speculation, that's in the past. What we're seeing now is a veteran who's all in on the New England system. He's practicing. He's planting hard on that knee. He's cutting. He's catching. And by all accounts, he looks like he never even got hurt. Now, let's be honest, he's not stepping into a stacked WR room. After Diggs, there's a steep drop-off. Pop Douglas, Kyle Williams, Kendrick Bourne, Matt Collins, Keyshawn Bout, Jalen Polk. Talented guys? Sure. Proven game changers? Not quite. In fact, the last time the Patriots had a 1,000-yard receiver was back in 2019. Let that sink in. Last season, the Patriots wide receivers collectively managed just 161 catches, 1,700 yards, and 10 touchdowns across a whopping 67 active roster moves throughout the year. Compare that to the tight end duo of Hunter Henry and Austin Hooper, who combined for 110 catches alone. It was a tight end show, not a wide receiver show, and that needs to change. Enter Diggs. But there's more to this than just one player. Let's look at Drake Maye. This rookie QB has a cannon of an arm. He can sling it downfield. The problem? The Patriots didn't go deep at all last season. Literally. The deep passing game was non-existent. According to team analytics, there was a 0% success rate on deep passes to the outside. That's unacceptable, and part of that blame falls on the offensive line and the run game. Rhamondre Stevenson dropped to 3.9 yards per carry. EPA per rush? Negative .18, 30th in the league. That's brutal. And when defenses don't respect your run game, they sit back and wait on the pass. It kills your play-action potential, stifles explosive plays, and puts immense pressure on your QB. But here's where things start to shift. The O-line has been upgraded. The team added Tavon Henderson. There's finally a foundation to build around. And now, with a healthy Diggs stretching the field, Pop Douglas working the slot, and Kyle Williams adding depth, this offense can finally breathe. You can start to imagine play action working. You can start to see Drake Maye letting it rip downfield to Diggs. That's the vision. Still, questions remain. Matt Collins, who stands 6 feet 4 inches, might look the part of a deep threat, but last year he recorded just 31 catches. His yards per route run? A paltry 1.04, ranking 95th out of 112 eligible receivers. That's not going to cut it. Diggs can't do it all alone. This team needs another weapon, especially on the outside. Would a guy like Amari Cooper on a short-term deal make sense? Absolutely. Could a trade be on the table? Maybe. But one thing is clear. The Patriots cannot let Diggs be the lone star in a dim sky. They need a true WR2, someone who can balance the field, stretch defenses, and keep safeties honest. But for now, Patriots fans, let's just appreciate this moment. Stefon Diggs is healthy. He's back. He's locked in. And he's ready to lead this offense into a new era with Drake Maye. The comeback is real. The energy is palpable. And the Patriots, for the first time in a long time, have a legit WR1 walking into week 1. So here's the question to you. With Diggs back at full strength, do the Patriots finally have what it takes to compete in the AFC East? And do you think they should still pursue another wide receiver before the season kicks off? Let me know in the comments right now. I want to hear from every single Pats fan. And while we're riding the high of Stefon Diggs' miraculous return, let's not lose sight of the deeper implications for this Patriots roster. Because Diggs might be the headliner, but what he represents is much larger. His presence is a statement, a declaration that the New England Patriots are not content to linger in mediocrity. This team is building towards something real, and Diggs might just be the ignition point. Take a deeper look at how his arrival transforms the offensive strategy. With Diggs fully healthy, defenses now have to account for a receiver who demands double coverage. That alone changes the dynamic for every other skilled player on the field. Pop Douglas suddenly becomes more dangerous in the slot with one-on-one matchups. Tight ends like Hunter Henry and Austin Hooper gain more space to operate in the middle. Even the run game stands to benefit as safeties shift back and linebackers can't creep into the box. And that's exactly what this team lacked last year. Space. Creativity.